These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.
Hello, Megan Thompson with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. Developing in Santan Valley, a mother is searching for answers as Pinal County deputies search for a driver accused of hitting her child and taking off. Happened last week when 13-year-old Frank Gonzalez was walking in the bike lane along Johnson Ranch Boulevard when he was hit by a vehicle. He broke his leg in multiple places and had to be airlifted to the hospital. ABC15 speaking with Frank's mom, who tells us she hopes someone who knows something will speak up.
My son said he remembers looking at the vehicle, crying and screaming for help, and they sped off. They left him, and that's not okay.
And the Pinal County Sheriff's Office says they're looking for a black, silver, or white Kia sedan. It may be missing a passenger side mirror and have damage to the front bumper. You are asked to call 911 if you see a car matching that description. We also have a sad update from a story we have been following closely. A sixth person has now died after that illegal fireworks explosion in Hawaii on New Year's Eve. Several burn patients from the explosion are still being treated right here in Arizona. We're expecting Valleywise Health to provide an update on those patients come tomorrow. Today marks the deadline for federal workers to tell the Trump administration if they will accept a buyout. Sources tell ABC News at least 40,000 workers have already accepted the deferred resignation offer. That number could spike today. Those workers will get 8 months of salary for leaving their jobs, part of President Donald Trump's broad effort to shrink the federal government. Whether it was the chicken or the egg that came first, rising egg prices are causing Arizonans to look into getting their own chickens. ABC15's Adam Klepp went to a local farm store where demand for chicks is through the roof. But is producing your own eggs cheaper than getting them at the store?
Gordon's Feed. We do not have any baby chicks right this moment.
Roosters, pigs, and bunnies, but no chicks.
Demand is definitely through the roof. They're calling. My phone has not stopped ringing for at least 7 days, asking for baby chicks.
And usually these boxes are full of hundreds of chicks, but right now they're completely empty as Arizonans start their own flocks due to the rising prices of eggs at grocery stores.
Supply of eggs is down, so they wanted to start doing their own thing.
But does doing your own thing make financial sense? Grantham says it all depends on the number of eggs you eat.
I have a startup kit that has the heat bulb, the lamp, the feeders, the waters, everything in there. Costs you $50.
Then chicks are about $5 each. Grantham says they start laying eggs after 6 months, and it costs $20 a month to feed a dozen of them.
If you get the good egg production chickens, you're going to be looking at 300 eggs a year.
Meaning in a year's worth of production, including startup costs, your cost per dozen of eggs could be just over $1. Well below the average price at stores now, which is $4.14 a dozen if you're lucky.
You're winning, for sure.
Grantham says people starting their own egg supplies not only protects them from high prices, but helps family stores like his on Broadway for 55 years, hopefully sticking around for 55 more.
People can get back in doing it for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Getting their own eggs, doing their own thing, and then supporting small businesses. People don't realize the feed store depends on them.
Our Smart Shopper team is tracking egg prices in grocery stores across the valley. You can find the latest per dozen prices at abc15.com/smartshopper. Adam Klepp, ABC15 Arizona.
Turning now to an ABC15 traffic alert. Expect to see orange construction cones in North Phoenix this weekend. That's because crews are putting their final touches on the I-17 improvement project. ADOT says starting Friday, drivers should see closures starting with the Loop 303 to State Route 74. Officials say the closures are expected to last over the next 4 weekends.
With your most accurate forecast, I'm meteorologist Jorge Torres. Happy first day of the Phoenix Open, at least round one, starting today with temperatures in the morning at 50 degrees there in Scottsdale, climbing to 70 at midday, and highs there will be close to 80 degrees. A toasty Thursday there and across the state, too, especially in central and southern Arizona, with highs up in the high country in the mid-50s for areas like Flagstaff, 60s for Heber, Show Low, and Window Rock, and close to 70 as you head farther to the south for areas like Prescott, Sedona, 65 to 67, and even 80s as you head toward the valley, along with parts of the Old Pueblo. Now, the rest of your forecast for the Open, keeping those highs close to 80 degrees each and every day, with generally mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies beginning tomorrow and into the weekend. Meanwhile, early next week, those temperatures drop a little bit more with highs in the 60s by Wednesday. Flagstaff windy for the next couple of days with highs in the 50s. Slight chance of a shower on Saturday. And we drop those highs even more next week, only in the 40s beginning on Monday.
For the latest headlines, weather and traffic, head to abc15.com or you can download that free ABC15 mobile app.
These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.